everyone, and welcome back to another episode here on my single player survival Let's Play world. In this episode, we're going to be working and continuing on the farmland that we were doing in the last episode. Even though it doesn't look like we did much, we actually did loads of work here. And this whole land that we're standing on is all terraformed here. Well, not all of it's done. We still got to do this part over here. We still got to terraform that side over there and try and make this river kind of nice and run through this whole area and fit into this lake over here where we're going to expand our village. But we're not going to be doing that in this episode, of course. We're just going to be trying to continue with the main part of the farmland, getting these farms done, and perhaps maybe even putting in the house in this episode. And hopefully we can try and do as much as possible in this episode, but I have a feeling that we're still not going to be done in this episode, and perhaps the next farm episode that we do will probably be the last one, hopefully, so that we can continue and move back onto working on the village. I started laying out bushes, as you can see, and that's because I don't want all my farms to be encased by this dull wall texture, because I don't want I'm gonna have plenty of farms around here. I don't want every single one of those to be these walls, these stone walls. I would like some of them to be bushes, and that'll be pretty cool because then you can have contrast, and we can have some greenery and some livelihood come into this place, and we can make it pretty colorful with all these flowers dotted around. And we still need to also get working on this path design, and I've got a really good one in mind. So here is a segment of path that I've created. It only requires a bit of spruce wood and some coarse dirt, and I really love this kind of design. We only need a little bit of spruce wood, to dot around the place, and we just need to fill up the rest with coarse dirt. And I think it suits this kind of area, and I think it will work very nicely once we make it much larger and fit this whole kind of area. Yeah, and I pretty much think that suits this kind of whole design that we're going for. So basically, I'm just going to work on this and maybe do a time lapse of me continuing this path all around here, continuing these bushes, continuing these farms, and perhaps doing a couple more custom trees. So I'll see you all after the time lapse. So I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. We did quite a few things. So the first thing that we did was actually did this wall around this farm over here where we started leaving blue orchids later on. And blue orchids are actually one of my favorite flowers. It's probably the only, or actually no, the Azure Blue 8 and the blue orchids are the only two flowers in vanilla Minecraft which are actually a group of flowers. And this is why I love these two flowers probably the most in the game. Anyway, so we did the whole wall around, and we actually put a gate over here so that we can have a path running through here, and you can see the blue orchids on your left and right. And I think blue orchids is a really good flower for making a farm design. We've also finished up these paths, as you can see running along here. We've got one running down this way. We've got a shulker box full of our greenery stuff, things that will help us build our custom trees, these paths and things like that. So we got a path running along this way, which stops about there, so we can continue later on if we really need to. We've got a building design here, which I need to talk to you guys later on in the episode, just in a short while. We've got this final farm that I did as well. We actually did this also custom tree over here. I don't think it looks amazing, but it does the job because we're gonna have plenty more custom trees around here, so you won't look at one custom tree specifically. So anyway, we've got these rosebush farms over here, and I really love it. I like how we put the grass, not the grass, what do you call it, the leaves over here. And I love how the leaves, kind of fit in with the rose bushes, and it's kind of like a nice atmosphere when you're walking through here with the path, and you see all these rose bushes from the side. And when you fly up into the air, it even looks much better. Like from if we get an aerial view on it, if we come in, yeah, that looks so cool. And I personally really enjoy that. So anyway, I'm just gonna go to sleep and quickly talk to you guys about what we're gonna do over here. I'd just also like to quickly say thank you guys for all the support in the previous episode. We've jumped so many subscribers, and at the time of recording this, I'm at 70 subscribers. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you all that have just joined me want to have fun watching this survival let's play. We might also do a 50+ subscriber special, where we might do a collab with another YouTuber on Minecraft, maybe do some Minecraft mini games, and you may even try playing a new game such as like Among Us or something like that, and we'll see if you guys like it. But no matter what, we'll continue the survival let's play and do some other Minecraft things, because Minecraft is the core of this channel. So yeah, just once again, thank you guys for all the support, and I hope you all, which have just joined me, are gonna enjoy this let's play world. So when it comes to building what we planned out over here, I think we're gonna go with just a generic kind of farmhouse where I could perhaps even keep some farmer villagers in here. And I think I want to detail it up very nicely. And usually most of my builds are using sandstone, except for that one build over there with white concrete and concrete powder and diorite. And I'd actually like to try and do something similar to that once again. But I'd also like to try and incorporate some granite and some dirt maybe, because those are two blocks which work very well together. Now I've got some white concrete on me right now, but I'd also not just like to use diorite as well. As you can see, most of my sandstone builds have cobblestone in them as well. So I'll try to like do a mix of all three of those kind of blocks. I'll do like some white concrete, some cobble, and cobble works kind of well. We can even try, after this, we can even look at the build with the resource packs that I was talking about in the last episode, and perhaps it would be even cool like that. And we can also try and fit in some of the granite, like I was talking about, on this side over here, and try and make this really cool looking. And then of course we're going to go with our signature terracotta style roof on the top of the build, or we might even try doing a different style. Maybe we might even do some stairs. We'll see where it takes us. But anyway, I think we should get straight into another time lapse, and I may actually take down this side of the plan I've got out here, because maybe a tower won't work that well in this kind of area. So I think let's get straight onto the time lapse and start working on this build. The time lapse is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we finished up this house. And I have to say, there's some aspects of this house which I do love, but there's something which I don't like as much. Like, before I tried to incorporate some dirt into it, but I realized the dirt would make it, kind of weird and it wouldn't look natural. And now that I've removed the dirt from this front side, I made it much more clean. Only use the cobble and the dead corals over here, and it looks much neater. There's some other things which I don't like, but there's only intricate details which really affect my view on this build. But I hopefully you guys like it. If not, we can always tear it down and create another build to replace it, which is much better. Anyway, I haven't done anything on the inside here. As you can see, the interior is empty, and that's what we're going to be working on next. But before we do that, let's just go over everything else that we did in the time lapse. So back here, past our storage area over here next to the house, where we've got this little um, whatchamacallit shaded area, and we've got a pumpkin patch that I've been actually trying to make, where I'm just grabbing pumpkins from the back here and just piling them on top of each other to try and create like a nice kind of patch that'll fade away into the landscape back here and become its own kind of farm. I've also made this custom tree over here. We've got a few other custom trees over back there. We've got a chimney here. We were originally going to have a tower, like I said, but the chimney will just do, and the house itself. And for once, I've actually used just a normal fence, not the bushes or the walls. And I have to say, I quite like it. And it's going to be almost its own farm in a source. And you can see the pumpkins are growing, and we'll just basically pile them on top of each other and create like a nice kind of area. Now, with most of this build kind of complete, well, the exterior is fully complete. I'm not too sure if it's great, like I was saying, but it'll have to do. I think we should start working on the interior, and I'll do that off camera actually. And when when I see you guys after the interior is done, maybe you guys can learn some tips and tricks, and hopefully you can incorporate them into your own builds, and you know you can get really cool interiors. So hopefully this all goes to plan. The interior of this build is complete, and if you walk right behind this door, you'll see what I've created. So the first piece of furniture that we have is a little storage, cabinet thing. Got some seed pickers, and then we've got some shelves on this side with some leaves. We've got some wallpaper along here as well, because having double thick walls is really good, because you can do your own wallpaper design. And we use some light gray terracotta and some brown mushroom blocks. We've also got some wooden beams going over to create like a nice atmosphere of an interior, so I recommend doing that. But not always would you require a double thick wall. Sometimes having the outside wall actually looks cool on the back, and sometimes having a double thick wall makes it too cramped, which is the case over here, because if I made a double thick wall, this window would, just go straight into a wall. It would not look cool. So back here, there's no actually wallpaper. We've got some, bookshelves over here. Got a small campfire fireplace over here. You can even make it small using trapdoors if you like. We've got a table over here. We've got sorry, not a table over here with a bench over here where you can sit on. And actually, I was gonna put some pressure plates on this, but you'd get a visual glitch. Then we've got some shelves with some leaves and assortments of things, and then some, storage. And we've got some paintings on the walls. Now, if we go ahead and go upstairs, there's not a lot going on. We just got some storage over here with some notebooks, some chests, some lecterns. We got some cobwebs to make it feel abandoned. And I tried to fill up the space, so I put another shelf back here. We've got some shelves, more shelves over here. Got some bookshelves. We got the chimney stack continuing up and going outwards. And we got plenty more shelves and, plants and things, which make this place kind of feel cramped. I've also put in some lights at the top there and some wooden beams going across because we want to feel like this is actual, like you can see the structure of the house coming out, and that makes it feel much more natural and you can feel like it's a proper house. Earlier in the episode, I said I'd use this new resource pack that I'm using, which is a little taste of germ by Germsy Boy, and I really love it. And you can see just by looking at the build, the exterior is like 100 times better, and that's also the same with the inside. Just look at this interior. The interior looks so cool. And if we actually replace these pressure plates now, we won't have the visual glitch. I'm not too sure what makes this resource pack not have the visual glitch. And these paintings are so cool. We've got like a little biting pot thing when you put a red mushroom in that little flower pot. We got like a little pen. We've got, the fireplace looks so cool. We've got like bookshelves which look cool. The leaves, the bush here, so it feels like they actually are coming down and dropping. And the sea pickles are actually candles, so it looks so cool and it fits the medieval theme. And if you go upstairs, it gets even better. With the resource pack, this place feels much more like a proper attic. You can see the shelves, you can see the bookshelves, like, cramped together. You got the little windows which come down here, like I was saying. We got the campfires. We got the, these things. And the terracotta actually got some cracks in them. Let's see if we can find an example. There you go. And it makes it look much more natural with cracks. And that's also the case with the wallpaper downstairs as well. And you see these bricks, some of them are missing. And this place looks really, really cool. However, I do not want this video to get too long, so I think let's finish it off just about now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know we didn't do a lot, we just did the house behind us and a few other things, just doing the landscape, we're doing the farms behind us, we're doing a few other custom cheese things, but I really enjoyed making this episode and I hope you guys will enjoy watching it too. So I'll see you all in the next time. Bye bye!